Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of Lajoytra Creation Designs. I'm coming to you all today with a how to create a butterfly wing African print denim earrings. Here are the items that you will need to achieve this look. You're going to need a ruler. You're going to need some 12 gauge aluminum wire, and this is the wire that I choose to use. You can find this wire on Amazon. This is a piece of wood that I am using to make my shapes. You can find these at Walmart. You're going to need some denim and some African print fabric. You're going to need 3 pieces of African print fabric and 2 pieces of denim. I have already taken the liberty to cut out my pieces. I've already traced them and cut them out. You're going to need a dowel. You can find this dowel at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. You're going to need some round nose pliers. Some round nose pliers, some wire cutters, some flat nose pliers. And here are the sizes that you're going to need for your 12 gauge aluminum wire. You're going to need 2 pieces 3 inches long, 12 gauge aluminum wire. You're going to need 2 pieces of 8. Wait a minute, let me measure this. No, I'm sorry. 6.5 inches long, 2 pieces, 6.5 inches long. You're going to need 2 coil shells. You're going to need 2 pieces of 12 gauge aluminum wire, 10 inches long. You're going to need 2 6mm wood beads, and you're going to need 2 pieces of 20 gauge wire, 6 inches long. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and get started. This earring is going to be done in 3 different parts. So the very first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to start assembling I'm going to do the small parts, small things first, and then the big things. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3 inches of 12 gauge aluminum wire, and I'm going to take my dowel and come up, and I'm going to just place it over top, like going down towards the end, and I'm going to just do this right here. Bend it over on my wire to create this shape. Okay, and then I'm going to take my pliers, my round nose pliers, 3-in-1 pliers, and I'm going to go in and just squeeze this to give it a different look, give it some indentation, and I'm going to just bring this piece over just like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wood bead, slide that right on, and I'm going to start bending it again. Okay, I'm going to take my wood piece and place it just like this and come over as far as I can. And I'm actually going to take my round nose pliers and just give it a little indentation. Now I'm going to snip off till about right here. Okay, with my wire cutters. I'm going to hold that as tight as I can and then just snip that piece off. I'm going to come and bring it over and try to bring it in the middle, just like this. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and apply, squeezing this in just like this. So I'm going to squeeze all of this in. Okay, and this is pretty much what you are going to have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece that is 6.5 inches long, and I'm going to come up to the top. and I'm just going to make some spirals. So I'm gonna, if you have some nylon pliers, you can use nylon pliers to make and create your spiral. I always use my finger. Me and nylon pliers don't get along, so I'm just gonna bring this up just like this. Continue rolling it all the way up. Okay, so you get that spiral right there. And then I'm just gonna go in and just give it a little bit of indentation just to make it stiff. Okay, just like, okay, so I'm just gonna pinch that piece up to the side, just like that. Okay, this is what you're gonna have. Then I'm going to bring it over just like that. Now, it doesn't have to have any length, just as long as you have enough length to bring it over and make a nice size loop. That's what you want. I'm gonna go in and squeeze that in. Squeeze it, give it a little indentation to make it stiff. And then I'm just going to place that on my other piece. Okay, this is going to be like a little charm hanging down from your earring. So that part has been done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my pieces that I have here. But before I start, I'm going to take my wire that is 10 inches long. I'm going to make a loop at the top, just like that. Okay. Place that right there. And I'm going to start gathering my pieces. So I'm going to take one of my denim pieces and turn it the opposite side. I'm going to fold it over just like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take one piece of my African print fabric and do the same thing. Fold it over, fold it to the side. But instead of my pieces lining up, instead of it going this way, I'm going to turn it this way. So it's going to be facing the opposite way. So I'm going to place one piece here and this piece over top of that piece. Okay, I'm going to flip it the same way I have this piece of African print fabric. Is I'm going to do it, take one of these pieces and do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to place it this way. Okay. These two will be the same, should be the same. Okay, facing the round parts is going to be facing, that's how you know it's correct. Okay, these two parts right here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of my denim. I'm going to fold it over the same way, just like this. And I'm going to take my piece of denim and line it up with this piece of denim. So I'm going to take and place it just like that. Okay, so this is what you are going to have. And for my very last piece, I'm going to place that piece. And when you fold it, you fold it in half and you just bring it over just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to line that piece up with, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly, with the African print pieces. So I'm going to bring that piece just like this. Okay. So you want to have both of your denim pieces, the lines you should see right here. Okay. The pieces that have the fabric, the round parts. Okay, one there, one here, and one here. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to come down about 1/2 inch on my fabric and start wrapping it around. This is going to be the only challenging thing that you have to do as far as this earring is concerned. Let's see, wrap. Okay, and continue to go around. And most of you who follow me, y'all pretty much know how I top this off. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut off this right here because that's extra and I don't need it. So I'm gonna bring that down and just cut that off just like that, and then continue to just wrap it around. Okay. And most of the time I do it until I don't see any more of my fabric. So that's pretty much what you're going to have right there. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take, I always measure my, I take my finger and I cut till the edge. So I go like in between right there, start there and come down and then cut with my wire cutters just like that. And then I'm going to make a loop and tuck it down in there. Bring my loop, tuck it down, and that's what you're going to have. Now I am going to be squeezing this to give it a little indentation and making it straight. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is open it, and I'm going to slide this piece down just like that, and I'm going to tuck this back in. Now you can tuck it in, but actually you can slide this piece on before you tuck it down in there. Okay, and this is pretty much what you're going to have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fabrics and I'm going to go in between each one and pull them apart just like this. Okay. I just want to open them up a little bit. Okay, and then your piece is going to be hanging like this. Now what we're going to do is we want to make sure that this is going to the side. So I'm going to turn it just like that because I want my piece to hang down. All right, so this is what you're going to have so far. Okay. So the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to add on our cool shell, and we're going to put our cool shell on the top of our of our earring. So we're going to take one piece of the 6 inches of the 20 gauge wire, and we're going to bend it just like this. Okay, you want to leave a little loop down the bottom, and then you're going to take that loop and you're going to stick it through and pinch it, push it through, and to connect it to this piece of your wire. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your round nose pliers and you're going to hold this just like this, and you're going to pinch it twice. So you're going to turn it, you're going to wrap it twice. So it's 1 and then 2. But when you do that, when you twist it, make sure that you have it going to the side. So you want it to go to the side. Your earring is going to be facing this way, but this is going to be going to the side. Okay? All you do next is you take your coral shell, you place that down in the center, you push these 2 pieces together, pinch them together, okay? And then you want to take and make sure that the first piece is snug down inside. Okay, so make sure that that piece is snug down inside, and you just want to wrap this second piece around the first piece. You want to wrap it as tight as you can get it so that it does not come out, fall out. Okay. All right. And you can do this however many times you feel like you need to. And then I'm just going to cut off this extra piece that's sticking right there. So I'm going to snip this off right here, just like that. I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and go in to make sure nothing is sticking. And then I'm going to make a loop. So I pinched it over, and I'm going to take my pliers and just make a loop. Okay, and then wrap that around once or twice, however many times that you see fit. We're going to snip off this extra right here. Okay, and then we're going to take our flat nose pliers and go in and squeeze it. Okay, so it's going to go, actually it's going to go this way. However, your bead is hanging, your core shell is going to be facing that way. So then all you do next is you put on your fish hooks. Okay, and you open your fish hook up, slide that on, pinch this up, and then you have yourself a gorgeous pair. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here are the end results of our earrings. Okay. As I always say, the sky is the limit. Now, you probably will have to play with these a little bit to kind of sort of get the shape of how you want them to be. But I do call these wings of a butterfly. I just like how they open. I like the colors that I use to, the color of the fabric that I choose to use to make these. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you are new here and this is your first time clicking onto this video, please subscribe by hitting the all bell button on the side so that once I upload more videos, you will definitely be notified. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful and awesome day, everyone. And as always, peace and blessings. Until the next video, see ya.